We see you getting after your fitness goals. But what about those money goals? You can count on Credit Karma for a clear view of your finances and your progress, helping you see results so you can keep checking off those financial personal bests and find your way to money. Progress never felt so good. Download the Intuit Credit Karma app and start achieving your money goals today. Intuit Credit Karma. Karma you can count on.
All right, everybody, we're back with Tom Schwartz today. How's it going, everybody? It's Jax and Tom. We're back when reality hits with Jax and Brittany. How's everybody doing? It's been a heck of a week.
Yeah.
We're both a little, I feel defeated. Is that a good word? Lackluster?
I am
defeated.
At this point, I'm pretty sure we're in a simulation, and I would like to get out of this one into a new one.
Yeah. Let's get into it. First of all, Tom and I just got back from San Diego. We had a really fun appearance. We took the train from Burbank down to San Diego. It was awesome. Had a good time doing that. Then we stayed at the Pendry and did a little party on the rooftop.
Shout out to Pool House San Diego. Shout out to the Pendry. Shout out to San Diego in general.
We had a great time.
Shout out to...
we went to a karaoke bar too, didn't we?
We did. We did some karaoke. We did some karaoke, and I think we're both in our honeymoon phases with trains.
Oh my God! So Tom and I just realized that we absolutely love trains.
Listen, there's like, what are the great naps in life? You know, the post-work nap, the midday nap, the after a delicious meal nap.
Airplane nap.
Oh my God, airplane naps are elite.
But train naps.
Telling you, a nap on the Amtrak is one of the most peaceful, serene things I've ever experienced.
I mean, I honestly.
Also, sorry, my brain just glitched. Train hot dogs, a top 10 hot dog. Train beers. Train beers are a top 10 beer.
Yeah. It was a good... Anyway, we had a really, really good fun time on the train. Anyway, got down to San Diego, did a little bit of an appearance, had a good time, met a lot of really cool people, a lot of cool fans. Like I said, the Pendry took good care of us. But, yeah, we're just defeated this week.
Wait, I'm not defeated.
I'm defeated this week, man. I'm defeated. I can't get into too much why. You guys will probably see that in the future, but it's just been a really rough... I don't know, man. My mental health, and I feel like I always talk about mental health, but man, my mental health is really taking a hit this month.
Sounds like you need like a little mental health retreat.
Yeah, Tom's telling me that I need to take a mental health retreat, which is not a bad idea considering everything that's going on right now.
I signed up for BetterHelp but never actually used it.
You know what? BetterHelp is great. It is great if you use it right. I'm a
huge advocate for therapy, and also, working out, eating healthy, all the stock shit.
I upped my dosage of Lexapro.
That's good.
Went from 10 to 20. It's just been one of those, it's just been a rough time. But anyway, so I want to promote a couple things first off before we get off the bat. Tom's been doing a Tuesday night. Sorry, is today Wednesday?
Let's give a shout out to Brittany. She hosted last night.
Oh, yeah.
Schwartz and Sandy's. We watched her debut episode, which was season 4. Episode 2, Vanderpump Rules.
I can't believe how young we looked.
I know, man.
Let's dive into it. Did you see my nose bandages? I think that was the first nose job.
What was up with your ear?
Oh, so they took a piece of skin from behind my ear and put it inside my nose or something. That's why. I forgot about they did that. So it was a piece of skin from behind that they needed to graft, I think. Yeah. I don't know if I'm saying it right. But they took some skin.
Skin graft, yeah.
Yeah, something like that, and they needed to use it for my nose. So, yeah, I'm looking at it. I'm seeing it. I saw my mom on there. I haven't seen my mom in 5 years.
You looked like a savage.
I know, man. I had black eyes. I had a nose thing on. I looked like I was an MMA fighter.
Completely unhinged.
Nothing's changed.
But also hilarious. I mean, vintage episodes are so funny. I think I can sort of take myself out of them now, any sort of neuroses, and really enjoy them. As back in the day, in like the newer episodes, I still have a hard time watching. I cringe at myself. But I can take myself, my ego out of it, and I'm always like, this is great television.
It is.
It's such good TV.
It is really good TV.
We were fucking out of our minds. I caught
myself watching it because we've seen some of the episodes, whatever. But then I caught myself just staring at it and watching it. I'm like, oh my gosh! I mean, that was what 10 years ago.
I mean,
10,
dude.
I want to say 10 or 9 years
That
ago.
episode, season 4, was 8 years ago?
Season 4 was 8 years ago?
I think 8 years ago.
So
yeah, 8 years ago.
Because Brittany's just moved here 9 years ago, July 4th. She's been here 9 years.
Oh, my God.
July 4th.
Wow.
So that was her debut episode on the show.
Yeah.
Man, she looked so young. We all look so young.
Yeah.
We were babies.
Do we still got it?
I mean, I don't know. I like to think that I still have it, but I don't know. I don't know.
We have good days and bad days, and Jack's just had himself a bad day.
Yeah, I had a rough day. But
just kidding.
your night was awesome. It was crowded. People showed up.
Yeah.
People love it. I think right now, because
Brittany
we're kind
killed
of
it.
like in that time of the year where, I don't have a show airing right now. He doesn't have a show airing right now. So we're kind of going back into Vanderpump, bringing it back some old episodes. I'm actually doing a Tuesday night. Is it Monday night? No, Monday night. We do the Bachelor. We're going to be doing it again this week. Every week we have a different host from a Bachelor season. And last week we had Charity. And next week we have I think we have a hot gentleman coming
Very
in.
cool.
Yeah, so we have different people hosting every Monday night, from Bachelor in Paradise, whatever. So come on out to Jackson's on Monday, and then Tuesday we do vintage Vanderpump episodes on Tuesdays. And
That's at Schwartz and Sandy's. And by the way, I told you, I don't know if we talked about this, but I watched my first full complete season of The Bachelor, and I got to say, I get it. I understand its appeal. I loved Joey, and I'm so happy shout out to Joey and Kelsey. I actually DM'd Joey, the guy who won The Bachelor. I was like, dude, you got to come to the bars. Tom, Schwartz and Sandy's. He's like, my man, let's do it. Next time he's in L.A. Joey, if you hear this.
You like The Bachelor, huh? I hate to tell you this. I went against myself, and I got into Love is Blind.
Love is Blind or Love Island?
I mean, Love is Blind. Love Island.
Both great shows. Oh, I'm invested.
I'm hooked on Love Island.
Yeah.
I'm hooked. By the way, shout out to Ariana. She looks amazing.
She is crushing life. I know people are going to say we're pick-me's for saying this. Jack's just learned what that means, pick-me's.
I learned what pick me means. And
You wanna talk about
I'm
that?
not saying, I've been saying Ariana's been crushing it since I started this podcast.
Anytime I try to show love to like something about her or anything projects they're working on, people are just like, you're just saying that to try to rehab your reputation. I'm just like,
and
shut
then if you
up.
don't say something, people say, why do you avoid it? It's like, you can't win.
I'm so proud of both of them. Katie,
I just think she
Ariana,
needs
they're
to,
killing it.
whoever her stylist is or whoever's doing her makeup, she needs that person full time.
She looks stunning.
I mean,
Yeah.
so I watched it now, and now I'm hooked.
It's
I'm
the number
freaking
one streaming show
hooked.
in the world, I think.
I mean, the beginning too, the choreography. Do they all do a dance routine?
Yeah.
I'm like,
They have
I
such
want to know, like, first of all, like, how many outfits do they know how many to bring? Like, do they get like a list of outfits? Like, and also, do you notice that some of the cast is doing commercials during the show? So, like, a cast member is like doing a Maybelline
like
spot.
brand endorsements?
Brand endorsements. Like, I want to know who gets the money for that. Does the show get the money, or does the cast member?
They probably get a significant percentage of it, but the show gets a cut too, I imagine, right?
Yeah, I mean, and just like I'm still learning the ropes of the show, but it's so like the people coming in, the people going out, and like the hook. My favorite is movie night. Dude, movie nights are the best.
So good.
I mean, these girls are devastated when these guys do bad things, and then vice versa too.
Yeah.
And I'm like I said, I'm hooked. I'm just hooked. In fact, I'm like 3 episodes behind right now. I'm gonna crash them tonight.
Yeah.
I'm gonna crash them tonight. Do you like it?
Oh, I love it. It's
Who's
so
your favorite
good.
couple? Wait, by the way, if anybody who's on that show, Love Island, and wants to host a night at Jax's or Tom's, let us know, because we are going to start doing Love Island parties too.
Well, I mean, I was fully invested in Aaron and Kaylor, and then they had the incident.
Yeah.
But I think they're good again. I'm like 3 episodes behind.
I had Marco and Hannah from last season on.
You did?
Yeah. They're a great couple. But hey,
it's solid.
back in your prime, would you do that show? Yeah.
I mean, when I had first moved to LA,
When we had
stars
abs?
in my eyes. Yeah, we had abs. At least 4 of them. I think I probably would have said yes.
Oh my God. I mean, it's like these guys are all in like peak shape, and they have their shirts off all the time.
They look good.
They're
Everyone's so
everyone
beautiful.
looks so good and beautiful and
Everyone's
young and
so
naive.
gorgeous. Yeah, I know, man.
You know? Oh my gosh.
But
Yeah.
no,
everybody's-
they got lightning in a bottle there, and I think it's the best season yet. And
where do they find these people?
I think people are really digging it because I think it's like the UK one. I think has maybe become a little formulaic, where like people who come on know what they should or shouldn't do, and that's a killer for reality TV. Becoming too self-aware or trying to work the formula. And the new one, the Love Island USA, but the cast and the way it's going right now, it's just so raw.
Did you
and
see?
It's so juicy, man. It's fucking juicy.
I mean, I haven't asked you, but did you see Katie? Katie went on it, right?
I saw that.
Did you
by
see
the way,
episode?
the only reason I knew she was in Fiji because I needed Katie to watch the dogs before I went on our little tour. Me and Jax went to Philly, Boston, and New York, and she couldn't do it, and I didn't ask why,
Right.
And she's like, "Oh, I'm going to be in Fiji." She flexed on me, and I was like, "Okay." I just presumed that she's doing Love Island.
So she's now the host?
No,
or
she was just
a
doing.
guest spot?
She was doing a cameo, a guest
Okay.
spot.
Wow.
Yeah, and she killed it.
Interesting.
I want to go to Fiji.
Paid trip to Fiji?
Yeah, I've been to
That
Bora
sounds
Bora.
nice. That sounds
Anyways,
nice. So did she do a good job? I didn't see
yeah,
it.
she killed it. She killed it.
I'm behind on that episode. I didn't see that one, so we'll see.
Yeah.
I know
Wait, we
everybody knows
might
that
be
I'm not a huge Katie fan, but you know what? Got to give her props where props are
and
needed.
And also, yeah, something about her's killing it, by the way. Every time I try to go, the line's like 30, 40 deep, and I'm like, I can't wait in that. But she got me when I picked up the dogs the other day, she gave me the Drew, and that's my favorite sandwich there. So shout out to
they
Katie.
named different sandwiches there?
Yeah.
The Drew.
I don't know. The Nancy Drew, I think it's inspired by. Anyways.
All right.
Anyways, what else is going on?
Oh.
You guys. I'm going to say it again. The Crawl.
Oh, yeah.
It's going down.
Round 2. So actually, this podcast will be out in enough time. So, yeah, round 2 this Sunday. Okay, this is round 2. The first one was a trial. It went amazingly well.
It was raw.
It was
but
raw.
Still had structure. We had an outline, but with, the ability to improvise within. We start at Sir in the back alley, go cheese balls, pump teenies, walk up, take some pictures by Something About Her, hit Tom.
The back alley at Sir
Yeah.
with everybody.
Yeah.
Reenacted some scenes with people.
We did. Jax was a little militant. Let's be full transparency.
Okay, I was.
Full transparency. Jax was a little militant.
I was.
You were high strung, dude.
I was so high strung. I mean, when am I not high strung?
People were coming to me and they're like, listen, is he okay? I'm like, yeah, he just wants everything to be perfect. He's a perfectionist.
And I think we had. I think one of the things that we wanted to fix is the bus didn't come back to Sir. So this time the bus is going to come back to Sir.
Yeah.
And what else did we want to fix?
So we'll get there, but yeah. So at the end of the night, the bus will return to Sir.
Yeah.
But if you want, you can stay with us and sing karaoke till the bar closes.
Yes.
Which we will be doing.
Absolutely. So yes, we start at Sir. It's awesome. Then we walk to Tom.
Yeah.
Then we take the bus to Schwartz and Sandy's.
That's right.
Then we take the bus again to Jax's for some karaoke. You get merch. You get shirts.
Well, we made some custom shirts.
One of a kind.
Everyone's asking for the hats.
They're on eBay, selling for like $100 now.
Really?
I feel like people are and you only made a certain amount, so you can only get these custom hats on the bar crawl.
The only people who have the hats are people who have attended the bar crawl. Also, shout out to the drivers.
Shout out to Party Bus Group. They are hooking us
Shout
up
out
with
to Adam at Party Bus Group.
Yeah.
We got a different bus this time.
We got a different bus.
Let's be full transparency. Last time pretty much went off without a hitch. The only thing that I was upset about is the aux cord was broken, so I couldn't DJ. I couldn't play songs, but I had my speaker. We did some trivia. And how many times did we listen to Pony by Genuine? 6, 7?
Yeah,
I played the Vanderpump Rules theme song like 4 times, I think.
people had a great time. People were drinking.
We stayed hydrated, but we got Listen, we got tipsy, but we practiced moderation.
Right.
We stayed hydrated.
Yeah.
And I think it was beautiful.
Yeah. So anyway, this Sunday we have, I think, a few spots left.
We got some spots left. And
I put it on my Instagram. There's a link on mine. There's a link on Tom's. Come on and join us, guys. Have some fun with us. Because you know what? There is no BravoCon this year. So Tom and I are trying to, do something for the fans that are missing out on BravoCon and might as well come to LA and hit all the bars at once. Meet your favorite cast members. Some of your favorite cast members are going to be at each different bar. People from the Valley.
Yeah.
People from Vanderpump possibly. So, yeah, come on out and join us.
Yeah, it's gonna be super fun. And listen, it's not cheap. It's a little pricey. Tickets are $3.99, but you got to think about it like this: me and Jax we're pretty much your butlers for the night.
We are.
But
think about that for a second. How
your
much
wish is our
$3.99. It is a little steep, but it covers the bus, it covers the drinks, it covers the food. Think about a night out, right?
Yeah.
I mean, if you were going to spend money at 2 drinks each bar plus apps and all that stuff, bus ride, you're getting one of a kind merch. You're getting Jackson Tom.
Yeah, that's what 3 Ubers.
Right?
It adds up quick. You get an appetizer and a drink at each spot, and also, I'm going to be making you some custom drinks, and you get to spend an evening with us.
And you're going to hear me sing some terrible karaoke.
But If you listen, if you're listening to this, you're like, listen, it's outside of my budget. You can come find us, at
we'll
the
be
bars
there
every week. So we totally understand, but it's there if you want it. It's a novelty, and yeah, man, I'm excited about it.
Also, your brother's in town.
Bert just extended his stay.
He did?
Yeah.
Of course he did.
Because he wants to come sing karaoke. Bert wants to meet us at the last stop, my brother. Shout out to my dear brother who I love so much. He wants to come sing karaoke at your bar.
So now the $3.99 includes Bert Schwartz. Yeah. So, I mean, you're getting a pretty good deal here. One time only Bert Schwartz appearance.
People have hit me in the DMs with some sticker shock, and I fully understand that. It's pricey. It's not for everyone. But if you can swing it, it's a really good time. And I'm excited about it, man. I had so much fun last time.
Yeah.
I had so much fun. We still got a lot of preparation to do.
Yeah, we do.
A lot of preparation.
We actually do it in my garage. We get all the gift bags ready in my garage. I filmed some behind the scenes of it. But yeah, it's pretty cool. So anyway, yeah.
What else?
Pretty excited. What else we got going on? Cruz started Grasshoppers. He graduated from Ladybugs. He's now a Grasshopper.
So Cruzy Ocean. Who else is starting school?
Summer.
Oh,
They're
my
all
God.
in the same school.
They're at the same school.
They're all at the same school.
Spinoff alert.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's cute to see them all in the same school together. So they're still growing up, and Cruz is getting so big.
Yeah.
And he's doing great. Everyone always asks me, how's Cruz doing? He's doing wonderful.
He sure is handsome, just like his
handsome. Taking after his mother.
Beautiful.
Taking after his mother, his beautiful mother. So
yeah.
I don't know what else is going on.
I went and saw Lala's house, by the way.
Oh yeah, how is it?
It's so gorgeous. It was nice to catch up with Lala. I saw Sheena and Brock not long ago. They both got houses, and everyone knows this, by the way. But I haven't seen their houses until recently. And I don't know if we talked about this before, but me and Jax happened to be in Vegas not like maybe a month ago, and we got to see James perform at his residency. How good was James?
Okay, so
Kennedy.
If you haven't seen James perform, and I'm a pretty harsh critic, especially when it comes to DJs, because I always like to say, oh my gosh, they're just pushing a button. But James he performs. He puts on a show. Like,
yes.
You get not only great music, but you see, like, he works. Like, he puts in, like, he's jumping around, waving his shirt, doing jumps and I feel like flips, and I don't know what he's doing, but you get a show
he
with
puts
James.
on a fucking performance.
I mean, he like earns every penny that he makes.
He really does, man.
He does.
Because it's like part of me, I'm like, man, it's like, I want to do that. I see James, and I'm like, at the same time, I'm like, I could never do what he does. Even if I had the technical proficiency, I could never bring the energy that James Kennedy brings.
And not only do it, he does these things, like he goes on at like 12 and then like gets off at like 2 or 3 in the morning, and then he jumps to another city. Like, I think he had to go to Dallas the next day or something like that. And I invited him to a party the other day. He's like, yeah, I'm going to the Bahamas. I can't make it, but you want to wish me a happy birthday. By the way, we'll get to that in a second, my birthday party. But yeah, if you guys haven't seen James Kennedy, go see him. I'm a fan. I'm a fan
too.
I'm a fan. And
Dude, I bought
his
his
lovely
merch.
girlfriend.
I got his merch.
You got merch?
I got pasta merch.
Oh my gosh. His lovely girlfriend, Allie took good care of us behind. We got to sit in the booth.
Allie,
really cool.
Thank you so much for your hospitality.
Yeah, and last week was my gosh, should I say it? I said I wasn't going to say it. Should I say it?
Don't say it.
It was my birthday. But I'm not going to tell you all
stop counting after 40. Everybody knows
I stopped counting after 40. But it was my birthday. I had a huge turnout. All my friends were there. It was a lot of fun. I had a beautiful cake. The food was flowing. It was just amazing. Everybody showed up. I let it open to the public, so I put it out there early, and everybody showed up. It was awesome. Usually I do my birthday parties private, just my friends. But I was like, I want to bring this year in with the fans and people that enjoy the bar.
Yeah.
So it was fun.
Cool.
Got a little toasty. Little toasty.
Yeah, it was a great night. It was nice seeing everybody together again.
Yeah.
Well, not everybody, but mostly everybody.
And then I tell you what,
nice seeing Dodie.
You go home and you realize you have a kid, and you're like, oh God, I'm gonna have to wake up in the morning. He's not gonna care if I'm hungover or not.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was nice to see everybody, and we all had a really, really good time. And also we're back to work this week.
I'll
leave it at that. That's about as much as I can say. But if you guys know what I do for a living, I'm back to work this week. That's a whole nother thing. A lot of people have a lot of questions on how reality TV works and what goes down. And one of the big questions I always get is trips. Like when we take our trips, like how does that all work? How is that all planned? So for the most part, the trips, because you guys are seeing this on TV, there's so much that goes into a trip, like the planning, the behind the scenes. You guys see something that looks like it would take, you jump on a plane, you get there and it looks like a fun vacation, but there's so much that goes on behind the scenes.
Yeah, production has to get clearance to shoot at each spot. We put it in our recommendations, and but if we can't get it cleared, we can't film there.
Yeah,
so
it's planned months ahead of time, months. Yeah. Like before the season even starts, they usually start planning right then because of, like Tom said, the clearance. They have to call all the restaurants. They have to, if we leave the country, they have to call the people who check the passports, the embassy, like everything, because we're filming. We're filming in a different country, so there's a lot that goes down. A lot of the times, though, people, a lot of the hotels like us filming there, so they'll give us they'll comp a lot of stuff.
On that note, yeah, so it's like if we filmed there before, say for instance, Cabo, Mexico, in general, Las Vegas. How many times have we filmed Las Vegas?
Oh my gosh, we filmed in Las Vegas
20 times.
Yeah,
so we've established great.
Too.
Oh my God! By the way, I rewatched that scene, the iconic when you hosted at Schwartz and Sandy's. What was that like for you?
Oh my gosh, that's
watching your arguably one of the most iconic episodes in the history of Vanderpump Rules.
Not only
the chunky knit sweater scene,
which is hung up in the clubhouse right now.
Yes.
By the way, will you ask me how did I feel?
How was it watching that back for the first time, probably since it aired?
Effing embarrassing. Now, for those of you who don't know, I invited myself on that trip.
Yeah.
Was not invited.
Yeah.
I had to sit out in the parking lot probably for a good hour and 45 minutes before I walked into that restaurant. Now, if you guys remember that scene where I came in raising hell, I was out there, having a few sodas before I got in there, and I was riled up.
I think he had a few road sodas along the way too.
Yeah, I did. I had a little. I mean, we're in Vegas, right? And I'm already heated up because Frank was there with Stassi.
Yeah,
and you guys were having fun, and I wasn't invited, and I was just kind of like, I came in and like, the party's here. What did I say? The party's here.
That scene of you cruising down the highway on the way to Vegas with the window down is one of the most iconic shots in the history of the show. I feel like that scene forever changes the course and the trajectory of Vanderpump Rules. You know what I mean? I think in the moment, I remember Langworthy, that was our former showrunner and executive producer, Bill Langworthy. Shout out to Bill if he ever hears this. But I remember, he thought the show was over after that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, he thought it was done.
He thought that was the end of Vanderpump Rules. He thought they were gonna pull the plug because it was an intense scene. It was violent.
It was violent, and that's kind of why we have to go through so much schooling before we film nowadays. Like, mosquitoes are really, really bad out here. So I get a lot of questions about the traveling. So I'm getting back into that. A lot of it is hurry up and wait, which everyone's like, oh, you guys have a lot of fun. Yes, the trips are fun, and I'm very, very grateful. But a lot of it is you got to remember that there's always one camera crew on at a time, which is 4 cameras, and there's usually, 7 cast members. So each couple has to shoot their scenes, and we're not allowed to talk to each other until the cameras are there. And so we have to, a lot of the time we're sitting in our hotel rooms waiting.
Yeah.
And
that's the entertainment industry in general. When you're on set acting or doing reality TV, it's hurry up and wait.
It's hurry up and wait.
Yeah.
And it is fun. Don't get me wrong. We're very grateful.
So
but it's
fun.
It's once we get going, once they say, okay, you can have fun, but usually when we get there, the first 3 or 4 hours is sitting there unpacking, packing, doing all that kind of stuff. And hey,
we love packing scenes.
Oh gosh, packing scenes. And that's another question that we get about the packing scenes. Is that real? It's real. We usually have to pack we have to do a packing scene before we start shooting.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a whole thing. And it's I'm never ready to pack yet. I'm always just throwing shit in there. And I'm I'm going to have to repack this anyway.
If someone was to ask me what's my least favorite part about doing reality TV, I would say packing scenes.
Packing scenes are the worst. Or coming home from a trip and having to film right away and recapping the trip.
Yeah.
Because that's how we do things. We do something, talk about it. Do something, talk about it, recap it. Do something, talk about it, recap it. Party, recap. And
the cast trips have been my favorite part in general, though, of filming a reality show for 10 years now.
Yeah.
11 seasons, actually.
And it goes on how many years that you go on the show. So in the beginning, last year for Valley for season 1, we went to Big Bear. We didn't have a huge budget, didn't know what was going on. But now as the seasons go, as you get into seasons 2, 3, 4, and 5, your budget gets a little higher. So the trips get a little bit better. Sometimes there's 2 or 3 trips a season. It really depends on, your show budget. But, yeah, the trips are always planned. They always say, hey, what do you guys want to do? Especially if it's somebody's birthday or where does somebody want to go? Or, for instance, if it was my birthday, I'd say, okay, let's do it in Cabo. I think we did one in Cabo for my birthday one time.
Cabo, We've done
Puerto Vallarta.
We've done Hawaii, but I'm sure you don't want to talk about that trip.
Oh my gosh, Hawaii. Oh my
What was your favorite Vanderpump Rules cast trip?
Little side note there. Shout out to Tom for bailing me out of jail. He was the one that got me out of jail.
I did bail you out.
Yeah, he bailed me out. Barely made my flight.
Yeah. I'll never forget the look on your face when you got out and met us at the airport. I've never seen you look so defeated.
I was so defeated.
Just a shell of a human.
I felt like Justin Timberlake when he got caught. That mugshot.
Yeah.
Although his mugshot was pretty.
I could just
Mine
see
was just so bad.
I could see the disgrace on your face.
I was like, probably the most embarrassing moment. I mean, I have a lot of embarrassing moments on Vanderpump Rules. Let's
Sure
just be
about
honest.
that?
But that is definitely top 3.
Yeah.
I would say.
It made national headlines.
Yeah, I mean, God.
What was your favorite trip? Let's.
My favorite trip. Gosh, there's been so many wonderful trips that we've been blessed to go on.
Puerto Vallarta trip was really
was good.
fun.
I think Hotel Mosai. Shout out to Hotel Mosai.
I by the way, just stayed at Hotel Musai. Utterly gorgeous, just as fucking lovely as the first time. I had so much fun. 5 stars. Really, really good food, by the way. For all-inclusive, one of the best all-inclusives I've ever stayed at in my life.
My ultimate favorite place, my ultimate favorite hotel that I've ever been to, Hotel Mosai.
Whoa.
It's my number 1.
That's a lofty statement.
It was. And I remember Brittany came on that trip and we were just fairly new into in the dating world, and it was let's just say it was a lot of fun. We had the hot tubs in the room, and it was just, I mean, the staff is so nice. We had a butler. Everybody there knew our name. It doesn't matter what job title they had. They were all, hello, Mr. Couchy. Hello, hello. It was just so nice. And the food for an all-inclusive, which usually all-inclusives I'm always a little iffy and very wary about, that was the best all-inclusive I've ever been to in my life. And I know I'm pumping on the tires on the Hotel Mosai. I'm not getting anything free out of this. I just love that hotel. And if you guys are looking for a cool place to go that's just absolutely breathtaking and it's not too bad. I think it's on the price for what you get.
It's very reasonable.
Yeah, check it out.
And
so what do you think? I think Hotel Mosai was probably my favorite trip.
I don't know if it was my favorite. I think either
Hawaii was fun. Other than me stealing the sunglasses, that was fun.
Yeah.
Didn't you think?
Yeah, I think maybe I'm trying to think. Vegas. We've been on Vegas like 7 times.
Yeah, Vegas is always
probably
fun. But they've all run together, so I can't remember what time. All the trips run together.
Yeah, they really do.
The
seasons blend together.
The seasons do. We've been to pretty much every top city in Mexico, so they all just run together to me. Every time we go to Mexico, though, it's 150 degrees.
Yeah, it's
so freaking hot.
Yeah.
But yeah, we have a great time. But get back to the question. Yeah, the trips are a lot of fun, but that's usually how it works. But it's a lot of work, though. It is a lot of work, flights and all this and cast and crew. People don't understand that everything. But it's so much work.
It's like no matter what's going on, well, within reason. I love the sense of like cast camaraderie when you're all at the airport because everyone's so excited to go on a trip.
Oh.
Sometimes people come in delirious or hot-headed, but like still, it's always so fun. Hit that airport bar for a Bloody Mary, and like the vibes, no matter what.
Especially when you get to Cabo. When we did the Cabo ones, everybody's so excited to hit that bar. Let's do shots, and then it's the worst thing you see when you're on your way home.
Jax, that's beautifully stated. When you arrive at Cabo, if you've never been there's a little bar outside, and there is a sense of sheer optimism and excitement and enthusiasm, a zest for life like you've never experienced before. But when you come back from your trip from Mexico, Cabo, it's like the polar opposite. It's like a hellscape.
But it's so much fun. We do have a lot of fun. What other questions do people ask you the most?
Let's see.
You get asked a lot.
Let's see. They ask me what my favorite moment was in the show. Like I don't have an answer for that. I don't know, man.
I think your wedding was pretty amazing.
Yeah, even, spoiler alert, it didn't work out in the end, but my wedding was awesome. It was so nice having a collection of my dearest friends and family in one location.
Beautiful setting.
Yeah, nestled in the forest. But
dude, I'll never forget you in your underwear just sitting in the river.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can't remember what it was. You were just literally sitting in the middle of the river in your underwear.
Yeah.
With a beer, I think.
With some Colorado lemonade. Some Rocky Mountain lemonade.
It was amazing. It was amazing. That was a fun trip, too.
But not to cut it short, because I love you guys. Brittany, she can't hear. We love you, Britt. Jax, I got to roll, because we're actually doing a murder mystery night tonight. We have a murder mystery dinner at Schwartz and Sandy's tonight.
Are you serious?
Yeah. I'm supposed to technically co-host, so I got to be there.
Okay. Murder mystery. I love that.
I got to skedaddle.
Okay. Well, thanks, Tom, for being on here, and I'll talk to you later. So give my best to Bert. So anyway, I just want to get into a little mental health stuff. Man, I've been going through it this month, and I think everybody out there kind of goes through their problems, their ups and downs. But man, I've been having a hard time, and I just want to give a shout out to anybody else out there who's been, going through some stuff and trying to work it out and trying to work on themselves. It's not easy to do. It's not easy to, stick your tail between your legs and say, you know what, I need some help. And that's what I've been doing. I'm just going through it right now. And I just want to say thank you to everybody out there who's been reaching out to me and saying, hey man, we appreciate you and we love what you're doing. And we're there for you. So thank you guys to everybody who's been doing that. But I just want to say thanks everybody for listening this week. I hope everybody has a great week. We'll be back next week with When Reality Hits with Jax and Brittany. Don't forget, we have a lot of things going on at Jax's, a lot of things going on at Tom Schwartz and Sandy's. We got the Bachelor parties. We got Love is Blind. We got Love Island. We got karaoke. We got trivia. So come by and say hi and pick up some merch and have some fun, have some Mama's beer cheese. But other than that, I'll see you guys next week. Thanks for listening. I'll talk to you later. Have a good week.